Assalamu alaikum sir. I am Farna Gobir Jhilek from the course of Public International Law. My ID is 20431461 and I am selected as leader from my group G. The topic which is selected for us named Judicial Decisions in the Public International Law. My point is introduction. Judicial decisions are a great source, one of them. Now I am presenting my view over it. At first, I would like to say what is judicial decisions and its application in law. The judicial decisions of the court has no binding force except between the parties and in respect of that particular cases. The system named stare decisions is often referred as to just-made law enacted by the judge, not by a legislator. The theory is based on legislative enactment. In short, judicial decisions is one that establishes a legal rule which is employed to resolve future cases. Now come to the point, what is international law and the judicial and why judicial decisions is considered as a great source, one of them. International law is the body of rules that states and other subjects consider to be binding in their mutual relation. Individual states cannot continue their mutual intercourse without the law to continue their conduct, so it can be called as law of nations. Judicial decisions is often the most highly qualified publicities of various nations that helps to guide formation of international law. However, it is not binding but advisory in nature. The court is authorized to apply previous decisions which are also known as an evidence of international law. At last, I would like to introduce with the ICJ, International Court of Criminal Justice, which plays a major role in the lawmaking process, case laws and just rules. One of the major examples is that the principle of the prohibitions against the force laid down by the court in the case named Nicaragua versus USA, which is now a part of international law. So finally, I want to throw an opinion that though international law often faces some criticism and challenges, yet it exists its as certainty and treated as sovereign and equal before law. Thank you, sir, for listening to me. My other participants will continue the presentation. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum sir. My name is Atiya Nipti. My ID is 204203991, section A. Now I'm starting my presentation. My topic is defining legitimacy of an international justice system. Legitimacy is defined as the lawfulness or authenticity of something. International justice means ensuring accountability for some of the most serious crimes. For example, war crimes, second, crimes against humanity, then genocide, etc. There are many reasons why victims of these crimes are denied justice. They include a lack of political will of investigate crimes and prosecute those responsible weak criminal justice system. The universal principles that emerged from our deliberations are as follows. Access to justice. Everyone has a right access to justice. Right to appeal. The right to appeal, while not being included in an international justice convention, is now considered to be a fundamental right under customary international human rights law. Equality of arms. The rules are clearly written. They are all relevant information to keep up to date. That the information is organized and readily available, that the employees can easily obtain it when needed. Thank you, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for giving me a chance to speak out. I am Alsan Habib Shumon. Today I am going to discuss about the importance of judicial decisions in international law. My point is structure of the international justice system. As we know from the Article 38, Clause 1 of the Statute of International Court of Justice that international law differs from domestic law. We also know that domestic law is usually more certain and found mostly in legislation and judgments of a hierarchy of courts. But international law is not so accessible and certain. There is no global legislature and no hierarchy of international courts and tribunals. Moreover, judgments of courts and tribunals, international and domestic, are a subsidiary source of international law. In practice, they may have considerable influence on the development of international law. From the above, we have got to know about the structure of the international justice system. Thank you for listening to me.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. I'm MD Jakaria Gondodiman from Section A, and my group is G, and I'm going to talk about the completion part, the challenges of the legitimacy of judicial decisions in international law. Judicial legitimacy originates from the conviction that judges are unprejudiced and that their choices depend on law, not philosophy and governmental issue. Legitimacy and international courts gives an extraordinary assessment of the dangers of confusing the idea of authenticity and the effect this can have on worldwide courts and councils and the law they decipher and apply. It permits us to comprehend that more notably, authenticity permits global courts and the councils to declare their powers, and to the degree that the courts are seen as authentic by their constituents. Their choices incorporate the topic of skill, the fairness of judges, and the potential predisposition that exists in the legal interaction and the topic requirements. Regardless of this, the worldwide local area confronts the international courts of justice in numerous ways. This is valid. The Supreme Court can just pass judgment on the benefits of the cases that preceded. In contrast to the authoritative branch, the legal branch can't make law. It can just decipher the defendability of existing laws. Difficulties to the authenticity of an international court that identify with its viability might more noteworthy sureness. Further, authentically situations might emerge if an international court is excessively sureness. Excessively powerful. For instance, well-known disdain against an international court might create if its decisions are believed to encroach upon the state when they produce results. Thank you, sir.